Welcome to episode 72 on the law. Rapport. In today's episode, I'm going to read and briefly discuss an article that I came across in the Guardian newspaper, online edition, a UK publication. And the article highlights a Foreign and Commonwealth Office, or FCO, investigation that lays bare the incompetence of the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands police force. For years, myself and others have stated quite publicly that the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands police force is ineffective, inefficient, and grossly incompetent. No one in authority pays any attention. I hope that with the publication of this report, that someone will finally wake up and smell the coffee. Before I get into the article, my usual disclaimer: this is not legal advice, should not be construed as such. For legal advice, please contact an attorney of your choice. Welcome back. The article was written or was published on the 17th of October 2023. That was yesterday. And it is entitled Turks and Caicos Engulfed by Gang Warfare, says Foreign Office report. And says police in British Overseas Territory, known for beautiful beaches, said to have been overwhelmed by extreme violence. The article appears to be written by one David Pegg. The article states, with sweeping beaches and turquoise waters, the Turks and Caicos Islands, a British territory in the Caribbean, are best known as one of the most beautiful destinations in the world. But an internal Foreign Office investigation seen by The Guardian lays bare the extent to which the islands were engulfed by extreme violence last year amid a tough war for control of drug trafficking routes. Local police, it concluded, had been overwhelmed by the carnage as feuding gangs discharged automatic rifles in the streets. The report also identified a string of failures in the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands police force, including limited forensic abilities, no management structures for serious incidents, and a bizarre insistence on recording crime data in a spreadsheet rather than a British government database shared with other police forces in the region. Those findings were echoed by a separate report by academics from Sheffield Hallam University, who reported widespread public mistrust towards state institutions, including what was delicately described as a police community legitimacy gap. And this is a lot of polished words just to say that the general public have no trust in the police force. I'll continue with the article. Sources told The Guardian several warnings about police incompetence and possible corruption had been communicated to the office of the governor, a Whitehall-appointed representative of the British Crown with constitutional responsibility for the territory in recent years. The governor, Delaney Daniel Selverton, who was appointed to the position in June, declined to comment on the Foreign Office review, but said in a statement that she was committed to tackling allegations of corruption or poor practice. Good on you, Madam Governor. But this is why you, as the governor of the Turks and Caicos Islands, must heed the call and get rid of the entire executive of the police force, the top brass, those that were outgoing Commissioner of Police Trevor Buttin's executive team, because the incompetence and failure of the police force is not only a reflection on Mr. Buttin, it is a reflection on the men and women who he surrounded himself with in the top echelons of the police force. And this incompetence and inefficiency and alleged corruption transcends Trevor Buttin, the outgoing commissioner. It is also a smear, a stain on his whole executive team. And in order for the police force to be put on the right course, the whole leadership that served under Trevor Buttin must be removed. He retired in the public interest so that the new commissioner could have the breathing space with a new team built and merit selected by him to police these beautiful islands. I am of the view that they are competent and efficient men and women in the police force, in the lower ranks, but they are not being given a chance, because unless you toe the line in this police force, you don't get promotion unless you suck up to certain people and become a yes man, unless you show that you are spineless. You don't get promotion in this police force. And the recruiting standards are much, much too low. One of the serious problems with the police force is that it encourages our young boys and girls to go to school and do absolutely nothing, because they know when they leave high school without any proper qualification, or that they were in the back of the class or at your high school, that they could easily join the police force. That is their refuge, because the standard joining the police force is so low, because the police force is all about numbers. It's not about standards and talent and quality. It is about numbers. And the few talented persons that they have in the police force, those persons are being kept down, victimized. And this is why we have this issue in the police force. And so I'm appealing to the governor of these islands to take these allegations very serious, to take this report and give it the serious attention that it deserves, and to deal with the police force in the way it should have been dealt with a long time ago. We need to clean house and get rid of those persons who could rightly be regarded as dead weight in the police force. It is time to turn a new page. And in order to turn a new page, those who have been the problem for years cannot suddenly become the solution. Here is where I will leave it for today. I thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. I will try my best to answer. But most of all, I thank you for taking the time out from your busy schedule to listen to this episode, and I see you very soon in episode 73. Bye for now.